What's up, Youth Factor? I, in advance, apologize for how horrible this video is. It looks crooked. It's at a weird angle. We're starting off the day, head down to church, gonna do some praying.
Do you think I'm crazy? I've done all this before.
Trying to get back to a lot of things I've been wanting to do and meaning to do. So one of those is skateboarding. I bought my skateboard 2 years ago, I think. I've only used it like 3 or 4 times. So after a ride, I just found myself in this big, abandoned parking lot, and I think I'm gonna take a little break. Even though I've only done 2 rides, I hit the little quick. I had to get something taken care of. Hit that. I'm gonna do a little bit more driving, and then go over to the airport. But first, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm about ready to spend like 4 or 5 hours, probably straight by car, because I'm going to do a couple more rides and go to the airport, and then I'll spend like 2 or 3 hours waiting for a ride working, do a ride, go back 2 or 3 more hours. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of break, stretch my legs. I've been in the car for like an hour or so as it is, and just like I said, I got to start doing stuff, even if it's for 5 minutes. I've got to start taking advantage of these things I want to do, the vlogging, the photography, the skateboarding, this kind of stuff. So instead of saying, oh, I don't have time to go out and skateboard, and I haven't had time for years, and oh, woe is me, it's not fair, I need to take advantage of the fact that, like I said, I literally just found myself in a giant abandoned parking lot. I'm just gonna skate for a couple minutes. This ground kind of sucks. It's super rocky, but I kind of suck too. So, sure, one thing I have to get used to, with this like really being reaffirmed as a calling, it's something I have to do. I gotta get much more comfortable vlogging. Hold on. I really have no clue what this is shooting wise, so sorry for the angle. I really gotta get more comfortable vlogging and just doing stuff in public that draws attention. It's awkward, embarrassing, whatever. No, I feel awkward and it's kind of embarrassing, whatever. I kind of have to get over that, and I have to, rather looking as this is weird, people are looking, people are staring with 30-something-year-old man, riding a skateboard, what, just all the different things. And I just have to embrace that attention as open doors that God can use. So for example, I'm out here skateboarding, someone's like, I see you're skateboarding, you keep talking to camera, what are you doing? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm vlogging this, blah, blah, blah. And it can be open doors. So I kind of have to get over that. Just as if I was gonna go door to door and witness to someone, and it would be awkward to have to get over it. Just like when I did car sales, and I do, message people for sales, for business stuff, and it's awkward. I just get over it most of the time. Same thing, I just gotta get over it. And I used to do filmmaking, and people would like come up and ask us what we were doing and shooting and what it was for. And it was always just an annoyance because I had, we were trying to shoot. And I have to use that as opportunities, for God to open doors. Same thing, if I want to start witnessing more to people and walk through open doors while doing Lyft, this is all just something I have to do. And it's something that I think, like, part of what I'm sharing is it's something that you guys, as teenagers, wanting to make a difference in your campus, wanting to start a Christian club, but then being, it's awkward to then invite someone to it, wanting to, go to like a See You at the Pole will be coming up here before too long. I've always kind of shied away from things that were uncomfortable like that, and then just prayed that like, oh, the Holy Spirit will, give me strength to do it. And it's Todd White actually has a really good point on that. He says it's supposed to be uncomfortable, otherwise you don't need the comforter. Now, Holy Spirit, comforter being another name for the Holy Spirit, describing one of his jobs. So one of his primary jobs is to comfort us, and you can't be comforted if you're not uncomfortable. So the idea that we're waiting around until we're older and more comfortable to witness to people and share our faith is backwards. And it's actually kind of a little bit of a tactic of the enemy has got going in our brains. So we have to go out and do uncomfortable things. I don't know if it's a coincidence or if someone called, because, oops, because I was out here skateboarding, but the police showed up. Uh-oh. Super thankful. I'd already put my skateboard away. I was getting back in the car. Needless to say, I won't be spending too much more time here. Alright, it is Wednesday. Totally skipped Tuesday. I didn't do any vlogging. We're headed out to a little grass area out here at the church to paint a giant circle in the grass for some games tonight. We're playing this new game that we've never played before called Swamp Monster, which I won't take the time to describe it because you will see it in a minute. And then, since we already have a circle all nice and done, we'll play a favorite here, Protect the President. I forgot to say 50 or 100 points to the winner of the first couple rounds.
You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright guys, what's up? It's Thursday now. As you can see, those games are pretty cool. The Swamp Monster game, I think, was a particular hit. It was a lot of fun. I really think it improved it, made it better, the fact that it was swampy out there. So I think that was a good call on my part. Yay me. Honestly, it just came from, I told the kids last night, I was like, look, the last 3 or 4 times, because in Virginia the weather changes all the time. Like, I'm from California, so you know, if this isn't your first episode, and the weather, you know, it's much more consistent. We have, during the seasons, it kind of stays the same season, and here that's not the case. In fact, the joke is, if you don't like the weather, I've heard versions of it. Wait a few minutes, wait a few days, you know, it'll change. And every week can literally be a different season. So right now, it's been all thunderstorms. But the last several times I've planned in the spring and summer to do outdoor games, it's rained on me. In fact, just a couple weeks ago when we launched the Where's God series that we were just wrapping up last night, we had this whole Where's Waldo thing. In fact, you can see one of the Waldos, one of the kids found it and put it right there, little Waldo. And so now my son walks around the church every time he gets here going, Waldo, because he's looking for Waldo. It's kind of funny. Fun fact, there's still one out on the property somewhere that they didn't find, and that was actually the one worth the most amount of points, but at this point it's probably deteriorated. Anyways, all I have to say, I realized, man, I wanted to play some games outside this week, and I was like, it's probably going to be raining, because it was thunderstorms all week, and I was like, wait a minute. The only reason that's a problem is because we don't prepare for it, but if we plan on it being that kind of day, that can be fun. So that's what that was about. That's kind of the thought process behind that. Today, I'm going to be mostly driving Lyft, but I came in for some prayer first. I haven't actually done that yet. Getting a late start today, unfortunately. But I finished making these flyers. Boom. Look at that. It's 200 of it. It looks like 500, but it's because I use a thicker cardstock paper. Next week, we have... So this is kind of going to be like a part 1, part 2, because, well, I don't know. We'll see how I end the week. But next week we have VBS. So this Friday, a group from North Carolina is coming up, and there's 37 youth students plus adults, leaders and whatnot, and they're leading VBS, which is, you know, that's cool, but I don't care as much because youth pastor, right? That came out way wrong. What I'm trying to say is the part that is applicable to the Youth Factor vlog is they are taking over our service. So their youth pastor is speaking, their worship team is doing worship, and they're doing a complete service takeover. and I wanted to take advantage of this and get some more students in. So made up 200 of these little flyers, front and back, with information on it. I'm gonna hand these out. It'll be fun. I'm gonna try to get some, most of my students are gone this week. I've got 2 on a missions trip, 1 going up to DC for a leadership thing, and he brings 3 friends with him. And what else do we have? 2 are out at still camp counselors. They're still gone. I think they'll be gone still during that week. I think they have 1 more week of camp left. So like my group's numbers are like decimated this week, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take advantage of it, of the hype and the energy of having this group coming in. There's gonna be lots of kids. We have lots of games. So I'm gonna be doing like door prizes and prizes for games and all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna be doing, so if you're watching this and it hasn't happened yet, I'm gonna be putting some prize numbers under seats in the sanctuary. So when you go in there, look for one and sit on that like old, like, remember kids church? Like back they used to do in kids church? So if you follow the vlog, you get a little sneak peek on that, and you're gonna, be able to get some free prizes. If not, sorry, you should have followed the vlog earlier. Let me know, I'm not sure what I think of this whole covering a whole week. Like, I feel like it's very discombobulated. And I don't know if that's a real word or not. It's just a family word we've always used. And I'm not sure if I like it or not. I think I like the daily format, even though not doing it every day, but doing an episode all contained within one day. So I'm not sure. Because I feel like this episode's going to just stretch over too much stuff. Like, tomorrow we're going to Busch Gardens. And I feel like that could be a really good standalone episode where I could, like, go over a topic at different parts of the park. But then if I do it like that, it's too much. I don't know. So let me know what you think. If I post this episode, and depending on how I feel as I edit it and I watch it, if I don't like it, I might not do this weekly format anymore. I thought it would be an easier thing and a good way to do it, but I'm just not feeling it right now. So let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, so it is now almost 5:30. I still haven't driven. I was gonna get up early this morning and drive. And one thing led to another. Slept in, didn't want to skip prayer. Did some videos of the pastor, made those flyers. What else? I went home, ate lunch, took a nap, just did a whole bunch of stuff. It's 5:30, and I was headed out to drive like an hour ago. I still haven't done that. And I came to church to pick up a chair, an office chair to take home to my home office. I have a more comfortable chair. And I remembered that I have to mop my classroom. I've never mopped my classroom before. But 1, it needs it because I've never mopped my classroom before. And 2, we have a group coming in. I think I mentioned that already. A group coming in from North Carolina for VBS. Pretty sure I actually mentioned that in the beginning of this episode. One more reason I don't like the whole week thing. They're coming in, and that's going to be one of the classrooms they're going to use for VBS. My floor is disgusting. It's not disgusting. It's dirty. So I need to go mop it, right? Alright guys, I think that this is going to wrap it up for the day. And for the week. It's Thursday. It's a little after 6. I just got the church mopped. And tomorrow's gonna be a big day. I'm gonna be mowing the churchyard, which is gonna take a while. I've started doing that recently. Long story. I'm gonna be going to Busch Gardens, and we're gonna be there until pretty late tomorrow night. And I don't know. I just feel like being at the Busch Gardens is a great opportunity to record an episode, like a standalone episode, how I used to do. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this whole week thing. I just feel like it's been a big mess. So I'm gonna go home and start editing it now and kind of see. I want to keep doing it this way, but I'm pretty sure I want to do a couple standalone episodes this weekend just because of that group that's coming in. So, all right, with that, guys, I'm just gonna end this early today and go try to wrangle this beast of an episode of all this footage I've got.